Ahmed and Augustine, you need to join with your audio. Augustine, you're not connected.
Good evening. You need to join.
Yes, Taiwo is connected. Ahmed, you're not connected. Augustine, you're not connected using your audio. Okay, so welcome guys. You guys came early, and so I'm going to leave the floor open. If you have any questions to ask me before we start at 7, please go ahead and ask me before we start. You came in early, so we can take your questions. I know not everybody's questions will be answered today, depending on the time we have. But you can ask me, and you can unmute yourself and ask me any question you want to ask. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. It's 7 p.m. And at Train, we're very particular about time. However, because this is the very first time, we're going to give those spending 5 minutes to get in. So we'll just send them a reminder to come on board, and then we'll start. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, leave me a chat message that I'm confirming that you can hear me loud and clear.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you. So let's just give them 5 minutes. Hopefully they'll join us and then we'll get ahead. So basically, we're waiting for others to join us and give them 5 minutes. They have 1 more minute to join us, and we're trying to send a reminder out to get everyone on board so they don't miss out. So kindly be a little bit patient, and thank you for coming in early. If you have a friend, you want to send a shout out, you're not seeing the person here, you might want to do that right now. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so we're starting right away. Sisters, I want to pray. Okay. Sorry, I'm responding to. Okay. Okay, so we're starting now. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and thanks for coming on board. When will the session end? Okay, the session is just going to be like 60 minutes long. Hopefully, if there are not so many questions, what we want to cover, we'll cover in 60 minutes. However, there's room for questions. So if the questions being asked are longer, maybe, but it's important that you stay true to the end, because you might not have the question now because you've only encountered it, but when you listen to another person's question, it might give you clarity on something you never knew that was possible or that could exist or that you were not thinking about prior to now. So welcome everyone, welcome. My name is Excellence Anurika Joshua, like I have previously introduced, and we are quite a number in this boot camp and more people are going to join us. So I don't think I can start asking each of you your names, which I love to do in my physical classes. However, I will just go through your names in the participant session, what you have signed in to Zoom with, and I could just call you to answer whatever questions. So first, let's do ground rules. Secretary, we're very particular about time. Now, normal coaching calls last for about 2 hours. Yeah, about 90 minutes, but sometimes stretches 2 hours, depending on the resource persons and the kind of questions that are available. Because during coaching calls, I'm going to take questions, we're going to have general review, then we're going to have the particular subject matter being discussed during that coaching call. And we're very particular about time. We start exactly at the time. Sometimes we give a 5 minutes grace for every other person to come on board before we start. And this is going to be a recurring meeting. So for the next 4 weeks, every Friday, we're going to be doing this. So if I were you, I'll put it in my calendar to remind me. You might want to watch a replay, but the difference between, there's going to be a replay actually, but the difference between the live class and the replay, you can ask those that have been in our sessions before, is that during the live class, you get to ask questions, you get to highlight yourself. Some of these resource persons that are going to be coming on the platform are top individuals, and they're going to be looking out for people to recruit or people to partner with. And so when you're live on board, So when you're live on board, you get noticed. They get to notice you, they get to speak to you, and they get to connect with you. Something that when you're watching the replay on YouTube, you just never would get that opportunity or that chance. So just try as much as possible to come online, right? most people have this erroneous belief that Zoom takes so much data. Zoom doesn't, right? Zoom calls doesn't. You can actually turn off your video, so it doesn't. Another ground rule you should know is when you come on board, please mute your mic, mute your mic. If I need you to speak, I'll tell you, I'll call you and I'll tell you to mute yourself. However, if I say communicate with me through the chat, then just know that my eyes are going to the chat and I'm going to be looking at whatever questions you might have. And I'm going to be following through with you and definitely responding. Now, when you ask me a question in the chat, because I'm trying to focus, I might not reply you by chat. I will just repeat your question to everybody and then respond to you, right? So I think we should get that. Then if we're also going to be taking attendance, so when you're coming on board, please use your Zoom account with your name because we're going to be taking attendance. And so if you use someone else's name, your husband, your wife's Zoom account, your brother, we might not be able to track that you were actually present in the class. And the timing affects my prayer. Oh, interesting. You might need to join us after your prayer. Or how many people is this affecting? How many people are being affected by this? That's actually our normal time on Techie Train. We're going to do a survey, and if it works, we might shift it a bit for you. Although all the coaches have been informed of their times. So I'll see what we can do, Jibril. Jibril, okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, so that's noted. So that ground rule you should know, please mute your mic. And this is a coaching call, so you have to be free. And I hope you came with your questions as well as comments and clarifications you might have. This is our first coaching call, and you're going to be having it with me. In this coaching call, I'm going to be giving you an overview of what we've done this week or what we're doing this week, and subsequently what you're going to encounter. I'm also going to tell you what you should, we're also going to be talking about technology and why tech is the future. For me right now, it's like a non-negotiable skill for anybody, for everybody. And then I'm going to be talking to you about what to expect after this bootcamp. I saw some questions in the group. Somebody said, are you giving us laptops after this bootcamp? I said, will you give us data to access the classes? Okay. Like I always said, no question is stupid. So you can ask anything you want. You're free to ask anything. Absolutely free. We're here to, I'm going to answer you. We're not going to laugh. We're not going to say, are you okay? How are you? As that kind of thing. No, we're not going to do that to you. We're definitely going to respond to you. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to pick people in random and you just tell me your experience so far. So if I call your name, you just share with me your experience. Enoch Emmanuel, can you unmute yourself for a bit and tell us how your experience has been in the last few days? Today is day 6. Unmute yourself, you're muted. You're still muted. I've asked you to unmute. Okay. Enoch, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so how's your experience been so far?
Okay, very, very educating. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. There's just some kind of noise, background noise.
Oh, so sorry about that. Okay, just as I was saying, it has been very, very interesting. I've really got to learn a lot, honestly speaking. Actually, like, I just got to realize that social media is something that is very, very broad. It's not just limited to just chatting with friends. It's something you can actually earn from it. I actually thought it was just something you do for fun. So with this has been like an eye opener to me. I've actually learned a lot. Honestly speaking, it has been very, very encouraging. The experience has been very, very nice.
Okay, interesting. This one you said you thought it was for fun. I hope you're not among those bashing Buhari on social media.
No, man, no, I've never done that.
Okay. So let me pick someone else. Abiola Odesonya. Okay, sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. I'm asking you to unmute. Can you tell us how your experience has been so far? Did you find it difficult to onboard? How has it been in the last few days?
Okay, good evening, everyone. It's
evening.
Abdullah Odeswani, like you, but it's good evening. It's been a wonderful experience. I'm beginning to see social media in another light. Now I'm trying to be more intentional about what I'm putting out there to actually communicate properly. So I'm really looking forward to other classes because I know I will learn a lot. So thank you very much. It's really nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Let me pick someone else on a random. We'll just have 4 people and then we'll proceed. Who is Infinix Smart 5? You don't have your name there. Okay. Ohubu David Lifu. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I'm sorry. So can you share your experience with us?
Okay. My name is
Okay. The line is breaking. We can hear you very clearly. Can you hear me? We can hear you. Oh. The line is breaking. Okay, we can try, yes.
Okay.
It's still breaking. It's still not clear. Oh my God. Okay, use the chat box. We still can't hear you. Still not clear. Oluwafemi Olaogun, let's go to you. Can you just tell us? We don't have so much time. Sorry, Ubu, your network is shaky. Can't hear you well. Oluwafemi Olaogun, would you like to share with us your experience? How were you able to onboard smoothly? Quite a number of people sent me emails and we've been trying to help them. Okay, some people are raising their hands. I can see. Okay. Oluwafemi Olaogun, sorry.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, kind of.
Oh, okay. So it's been expository. For me, the major new information is about how to use my Gmail for a lot of stuff. I was able to optimize my email properly now. And the fact that I could tell the story of what I want people to know about me when they search on Google, it's a major one for me. So that's been very informative. Thank you.
Okay. So we'll just proceed for 15 minutes. So what we're going to be doing is we'll be learning and then we'll be having intermittent breaks and then we'll be interacting along the line. I'm a teacher, I'm not just a lecturer, so I won't just come and tell you stuff. We're going to interact. So in this first week, if you look at the lessons, you have learned introduction to social media, the social media industry. You've also been exposed to the skills you need. I'm sure most of you thought social media, what am I using math to do? And then when you were learning, you saw things like analysis, statistics, and you were like, hey, Abiola, this is your picture. The way I'm looking at it, it's just smiling at me, like what I'm saying there. It's just, it's a very fine picture. Anyway, so you might be wondering, what am I doing with social media? Please mute yourself, unless I ask you to unmute so that we're clear. Yeah. So you might be wondering, you mean social media? There's actually analytics. There's actually math. Me, that maths in my school. Don't run away. Please don't let it scare you and don't leave because it's confusing. We've tried as much as possible to make these lessons as beginner friendly as possible, like as simplified as possible. Yes, most of the lessons we use the laptop, but at the end of the lesson, we also try to give you an overview of the phone, of the mobile device, because on the phone, there are some things that you will not find on the phone that are on the laptop. However, you might not have a laptop now, but trust me, by the grace of God, you're going to get a laptop very soon. A laptop is a must-have. And if you actually take this, your lessons serious and pay attention, you're going to earn so much to be able to buy yourself a laptop or be gifted a laptop, or one way or the other, you're definitely going to have a laptop. And so if the knowledge you have is just on a phone level, when you get to the laptop, you might be confused, or you might be underutilizing the opportunities or the application on the computer. That's why we're using the computer, but then we'll now simplify it to you with your phones. Now, in this week one, you've heard a word. I think quite a number of you have asked me a lot about that word. And so I'm going to be talking about it. Optimization. Maybe what's optimization? What do you mean by optimize? Like I've said, you can create a mail or you don't have to create one. I received no less than 6 emails talking about it. I also saw it when we're having group conversation. When we say optimize the use of something, we're talking about making the best use of that thing. Why I'm saying this to you is because as we go along, you're going to be hearing setting up Facebook account, optimizing it, optimizing LinkedIn, optimizing this, optimizing SEO. When you're in the social media space or the online media space, you're going to continually hear that word. That's why I need to explain to you. Now, when you're optimizing something, most times it means you already have that thing. However, you're not making the best use of it, right? So if I say optimize yourself, I give an example. I say, Toby Oladapo, optimize yourself on the online media space. What it means first is, what is your blueprint? If I go to the online media space, what do I find about you? By the way, have you all tried to Google yourself? Like just putting your name on Google, what do you find? So what is first in optimization? You want to say, what is the state? And then when you identify the state, you ask yourself, am I doing the most of this position I am? So say, for example, I have an Android phone. I also have an iOS device. That's an Apple phone, or what we call iPhone, right? I have an iPhone and maybe I only use it for making calls and maybe WhatsApp. I'm 100% underutilizing that phone. Why am I not using iTunes? Why am I not using all the things that are unique? Okay, now I think Clubhouse is now on Android, but there was a time to just an Apple. There are so many things that an iPhone can do that an Android device cannot do. Why am I not using that? That's underutilization of that phone. That means I'm not optimizing the use of that phone. So most people do not even know that when you have an ordinary Gmail account, yes, we'll try to get the recording available, but it might not be immediately, but you get the recording available. Most people don't even know that with an ordinary Gmail account, you can set up a form to get people's details. You can have a Google Doc where you record information real time, or you can type and the next person is seeing and correcting real time. You can do a spreadsheet and everything that, almost everything a Microsoft package offers you can actually do it just by having a Google app, and just for free. You don't even know that you can have Google Meet meetings aside Zoom because you have a Gmail account. Most people don't know that. Most people don't know that Google is like the largest search engine currently. And so the way you position yourself there is very important. Most of you didn't even know about the About Me. Most of you, or most people, don't even know how important their email signatures are. At Techitrain, we do recruitment. We hire digital talents for SMEs and businesses, not just in Nigeria, but globally. If we see an email like Abiola Love 2020, we're not hiring you. We're trashing that application immediately, right? So when some of you are submitting your assignments and I was telling you, why am I seeing a number in your email? It's a red flag. Now, we might manually trash it. Some softwares, some applications automatically trashes those mails, or they go to spam, right? Or your name is Doris and you're having sexy Doris at 2007 or sexy Doris at gmail.com or whatever for your official email. It's a no. Perception is important. Your image matters. Your image matters. Your image is what people see about you, what people can see. It's not, you will come and say, it's not like that now. Is it not in the mind? Do they know my mind? I have a good mind. Before they listen to your mind, they see you first. And if you have not stepped your foot into the door, nobody is listening to hear what is that in your mind or how freaking intelligent you are. Nobody is listening to that. They first have to accept you the way you are. That's why the way you present yourself is very important. Now, for most of you, like I said, if you already have a good email, your name and your surname, and if you listen to the podcast, I mentioned that if you're a lady and you're unmarried and you hope to be married someday, and when you get married, you know you will change your surname, then you might not want to use your surname in setting up your Gmail account because you don't want to have to change it. You can't change it. When you've set it, you set it. If you have to change it, you have to create a new one. So if you know, I know some married people these days or married women do not change their surnames, which is fine. But if you know you're going to have to change it, then you don't have to do that. I see that some of you watched the tutorials and applied, but did not listen to the introductory note, which was very critical to your assignment. Then when I actually gave an assignment, when I actually asked in the assignment that you should introduce yourself, some people will just write me and say, hi, my name is Excellence Joshua. I am 20 years old and I live in Kubwa. That is your first assessment, for God's sake. How do you write that? Anyway, that was actually a preamble. I wanted to see what you know, because in week 3, you're going to be learning how to sell yourself, elevator pitch, how to write a resume, and all of that. You're going to be pitching, not just what you're selling, you're going to be pitching yourself, because you first sell yourself before you sell any product. We're going to be seeing that in subsequent weeks. But I needed to have an idea of what you already know or the position you're at, right? So you're writing to me, and it's an assignment, and it's a formal assignment. And you don't just write hi, and then some just write a whole sentence without punctuations and without capital letters, starting a sentence. They don't even have full stop or comma. No. Now, I'm not saying you might not have errors or make mistakes here and there, but when it's a consistent thing, a bulk, let me know, I don't call it sentences. I want to say they're just words lump together and they don't even make meaning. I'm like, did you actually read that for yourself? So you need to be get humble enough to ask another person to have a look at what you're doing. Now, this week 1, the lessons you're seeing are the simplest or the least that you would ever encounter. They're actually the simplest you ever encounter in these lessons or in this bootcamp for the next 4 weeks. They're just about I think not more than 10 lessons. Like this is the easiest week, and I intentionally put it at that so that you can take your time to get yourself firmly rooted. When you're setting up Facebook accounts, when you're setting up LinkedIn accounts, when you're setting up YouTube and all of that, you're going to need this email, and you need to get it right from the beginning. If you're designing websites, you're going to use your email to buy the domain name. So it's very important that you understand what you need from now. So that email is important, and then how you introduce yourself. Now, I was also explaining to you about email signatures. It's very important. You don't just send a mail. Now, one thing I need you to have at the back of your mind, you should always have, is being able to control your narrative out there. The online media is powerful. It's very powerful. I worked with a TV personality. She's not just a TV person, and on her personality last year. And she said when people invite her to speak, they just go online, and the kind of pictures they put of her on their promotion documents and all, she really doesn't like it. And I'm like, okay, let me even Google you and see what I can find about you. And I Googled her, and we Googled her, and we were finding what other people were writing about her and all of that. It took us a little while, about three months, to have to change that narrative, optimize her on the online media space. Now you're still coming up. You don't know where you're going to be tomorrow. You don't know the doors that are going to open for you. You need to position yourself. You need to tell them what you want to be known for. That's why I told you, take that section of About Us seriously. Take it seriously. Take it seriously. So for those of you that I responded to your mails and I'm like, no, go and redo your assignments, don't be angry. Please don't take it personal. It's just very important that you get it right. So if you have to redo it again, do it. And in the introductory notes, I told you it doesn't have to be Gmail. There's Outlook.com. There are other mails. There's AOL.com and the rest of them. it doesn't have to be Google. You can actually have your professional emails on those platforms. Just make sure it's your name and your surname or your name, right? Then you can have a Google email for other things, because Google have gives you access to so many things for free that those platforms might not give you. And currently, there's something that has been going on for quite a while, about 3 to 5 years now, called One Google for All. So if you notice, when you're trying to apply for things or stuffs online, you definitely see an option to sign in through Google. Like you say, sign in through Google, or sign up through Google, or apply through Google. Other platforms like LinkedIn and Facebook are also touring in this part. So you can actually use that Google. So because I realized that most of you were complaining that when I try to get the email on that Google account, I can't get my name and my surnames already taken. So I understand that. So yes, you can have something, a mix, not too mixed, so that you go and put lover girl or whatever, something fun. No, you can actually have something quite modest there on Google for you to access other platforms. But your professional email should be your name and your surname. And then if you're going to be married, I'm saying this again, if you're going to get married eventually and change your name, then don't use your surname. You're going to change that surname. So do we have any questions so far on this Google issue? So for those of you that are yet to submit your assignment, I believe that this should give you clarity. There's something else I noticed in the assignments. Some people were submitting the assignments without email subjects. It's unacceptable. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't submit your email. You don't send an email without an email subject. Some even putting the content of their email as the subject. No, your email subject is just a subject, like a topic, an overview of what you're talking about. So I expected things like with one assignment, an introduction, or introduction of then your name. I expect things like that. So please, let's redo that and then send it back to me. And definitely I'm responding to each person. When you submit, respond individually, and I make comments. I'm sure most of you must have seen that. I make comments. This is what you should correct. No, don't do it like this, or do it like this. Then for your email signature, your name, your location, and phone number is enough. However, when we learn about other applications and softwares, I'm going to be teaching you how to also impute your social media handles, and you can put a quote that is unique to you, or you can even write a bit about who you are, what you do, and you can add a disclaimer to your emails. I'm sure you see that quite a lot. So I'm going to be looking at that. But for now, I just need you to get a hang of that. You're also going to be learning how to set up two-factor authentication and securing your account, so people do not take over your account or spam your account, or and all of that. We're going to be working on how to avoid that. But this is the introductory lesson. So do you have any questions on Google, Gmail, and everything you've learned so far? Any clarifications? You can use the chat box. I think I'm not getting the correct mail to send the assignment. Okay, the correct mail is hello@thetechietrain.net. I'll just type it in here and we'll send it again to the group. Mariam, please send it to the group so they all have it. Jibril, you can't download the classes. I'm sorry, but you can go to them anytime. Don't worry. You have it for 3 months. You can't download the classes. I'm sorry. Olufunke, I have an account with my name and figure because the name wasn't available. Yes, you can create a new one, but it doesn't have to be Google, like I told you. You can create on other emailing platforms. They're actually very good. AOL, Outlook is by Microsoft, so it's actually good, but you can still retain your Gmail for some other things. I understand that issue. Are there any other questions? Battle with network. Sorry about the battle with network. The video there's going to be a replay, but of course, with the replay, we won't take questions during the replay. Address not found. Oh, we're so sorry about that. Mariam will reach out to you. Mariam, please take note of that error. Please reach out to her directly to know how to help. How do I save my contacts on Google Contacts? Okay, I'm going to teach you that I'm going to add that to your lesson when you're learning how to maximize WhatsApp. That's a mobile thing. My email is this Leke Joe. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Lekejo@gmail. It's fine. It's okay. I just wish it was Leke Joseph, but it's okay. It's not bad. Oh, so sorry about that. The assignment issue, Mariam will reach out. She will help you. Or I'll reach out after the call. I'll reach out after the call. About the classes, can't we have it on our phones or system? No, it's not downloadable. Sorry. Do we begin to earn at the end of the training? Are you holding our hands to first? I'm going to hold the hands of the exceptional students. The exceptional students actually get access to internship. For those that were in the Tech Up Girls in June, quite a number of them have been placed on internship. And in fact, yesterday, my team and I was making calls to the brands that they were interning with, and the reviews were fantastic. They were like, oh God, they're doing fantastically well. We love them and all of that. So yes, they're doing well and they're earning, and you actually can be part of that, but we can't give that option to everyone. That's why I say pay attention, do your assignment. We are watching. When we identify you, we definitely will pitch you. You definitely get a role. But if you don't, of course, we'll keep following you up till you get the foot standing. Hassan, you can't hear. You might need to connect using your audio. Maybe you're not connected using your audio. I created another account with my name and my husband's name, which was taken. Then I added figure. No, don't add a figure. Why didn't you add like a period? When I say period, like full stop, like between the names, you can try that. Maybe a period or a full stop or something. That's, you can add that, or you can use another platform. Please try to avoid the figure as much as possible, or you can add your middle name to it or something, or the initial of your middle name. Do you mean when creating a business account, we should choose that? So no. Business account, use your business name, please. Use your business name, the name you use to register your business, please, if you're creating a business account. I created my Gmail with this, but my name is, no, then you have to create another one. Gizmogizi. If I pronounce that right, that's Baba. Please create another one. That's wrong. That's the error we're talking about. Good evening, ma'am. I created a new email account, but the name was taken, so I added a figure. Hope I can still use it as a business mail. Business mail. Now, you know, when you're talking about business mail, I'm talking about personal brand business or like a business. If it's a business, then you should have registered a name, and so you should use that name to set up your a Gmail account. No, try to avoid figures. I'm not accepting figures, please. I'm still having issues to log in the app and I tried calling for help, but I can still have access to the app. Can you send me a mail? This is Ibrahim Emmanuel. Send me a mail now. After this class, I will check. Please, the videos are small to view on phone, and I can't even make each video bigger. I had to strain my eyes, but could not see some things. Is there a way you can help? Do you have a laptop? Opeyemi Fadoju, do you have a laptop? If you have a laptop, I think we provided the URL. You can actually use your laptop to view it on a bigger screen. If you don't have a laptop, you can open the website on your browser, maybe Chrome or Safari or whatever phone you use, and then of course you can have it in a landscape mode. Please mute yourself, Chigindu. You can have it in a landscape mode and you have it bigger. Sorry about that. When does the email assignment close? On Sunday 9 p.m. I think it's stated there, on Sunday at 9 p.m. How do we link Yahoo email to Gmail? You can't link your Yahoo email to Gmail, right? I also have, you can't link it. The only thing you can do is you can forward, for example, you can forward your mails from Yahoo to your Gmail account. So for example, you set a forward, just like when you forward a call and say, whenever anybody sends a mail to this, the mail should be delivered to this. So you can do that, but there are two different platforms. Abubakar Ali, you can't hear me. Others can hear me. Maybe you're muted. Maybe you're not connected. No, you're muted. Maybe you're not connected with your audio. Good evening. The assignment, are we snapping every step and send? Oh, no, you're not snapping any step. You just do it. Follow the instructions in the video, do your assignment, and just submit. I'm reading your assignment, when I see your email address, I'm able to know if you followed the lesson properly, if you listened, if there's a score for that. When I see the body, that's the content of your mail, the subject of your mail, I'm able to know if you paid attention to in class. And then when I see your email signature, I'm able to know, oh, did you actually pay attention? So no, you don't have to show me the steps you did. Your results will help me know what you've done. I equally have issues with the video. It's really straining my eyes. Oh, Resi, I'm so sorry. Use your laptop. Do you have the URL? Mariam, please also share the URL in the group. So if those that want to use their browsers can. Okay, you don't have a laptop, please use your browser. Mariam, please share the URL. Please use their browser. It's straining your eyes. Regarding my own email, I had opened it since 2014, and it's the same email I used to register for the course. Now, when I say you should create another mail that is professional, I'm not saying you should discard your previous mail that people have known you with for so many years. No, I'm not saying you should do that. Now, let me bust your bubble. When I actually, my first Gmail, no, before I had Gmail, I had a Yahoo Mail, which funny enough was quite professional. But my first Gmail, which I was just using to catch cruise, was Exirica. So I just did Exirica, like Excellence Rika. My middle name is Anurika. I just had that together. But when I began to understand the importance and power of personal branding, I now created my professional email, which was I am Excellence Joshua, right? However, Exirica is still existing till date. So from time to time, I still go there to check some things, but there are some things that I've subscribed on using that email. I actually unsubscribed and resubscribed using my email that I want to, or you could use it for other things that are not professional. You don't have to discard what you already have. But going forward, you need something better to put you out there. Even if the figure is just half, it's not acceptable. Sorry. After creating new accounts, how can I still connect to this Techie Train because I received No, you can still use your gizmos, Gizzy. Like you can keep using it till the end of this course. It's okay. Then at the end of this course, when we are transitioning you into the mentoring arm for the next 3 months, you can let us know that, please, I would like to change my email to so and so. So we'll make the change for you. It's not a problem, right? It's not a problem. We'll make the change for you, but you have to get it right this time, please. How can I get your email so that I can mail you immediately? The email is in all the emails we've sent you. In the WhatsApp group, we've been sending our email, hello@thetechietrain.net. If you have any issue, send us a mail. Your mail should have your name, email address, and phone number, and your complaint. Be detailed in your complaint. I keep saying this so that we can solve your issues faster. If you just send us a blank mail, we will just read your complaint and we'll start asking you, okay, what's your email? When did you onboard? But if you send us those details, we can easily trace and say, oh, we go and check and we're able to give you answers immediately. So you don't have to go around in circles. It helps you and it helps us as well. So, any other questions? Liki, you're raising your hand. I should believe it's a mistake. And Mukhtar, I've seen your questions and I've answered them in the chat. So, do we have any questions, confusions that you need to clarify, or anything you can ask me? So, while you can use the chat box. Now, while I wait on that, like I said, Sunday 9 p.m., after Sunday 9 p.m., it's not that we won't be accepting assignments. We'll be accepting assignments. We'll also be making corrections, but not promptly. And it will not count. We won't record your assignment if you submit after Sunday 9 p.m. Yes, that's what it means. So Sunday 9 p.m. is a deadline. So you should send in your assignments before Sunday 9 p.m. On Monday at 9 a.m., week 2 will be opened to you. I love week 2, but it's very practical. You're going to be looking at Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, YouTube, Pinterest, and then so many of that. You're going to be looking at how to set up your bios, how to optimize. You're also going to be learning how to design using Canva in week 2. Sorry, let me take water. Sorry about that. Sorry, so you're going to be learning, sorry, let me take down this call. Okay, so you're going to be learning all of that in week 2. It's very comprehensive, it's very long, it's also very broad. It's also very broad, so you should be ready. Sorry. Yeah, so week 2 is going to be very, very comprehensive in those subject areas. We're going to be practicalizing on different platforms. So for each platform, you'll be learning. In week 1, you saw the overview of most of the platforms, but in week 2, you're going to be learning what the platforms are, how to set them up, how to optimize, what they are used for. Now, I see people creating accounts on all the social media platforms. Most times, you don't need this. You don't need this. Sometimes you need only 2 platforms. So you're going to be learning about, but you're going to be learning about all of them. So when you learn about all of them, in week 3, you're going to be understanding your customer persona, how to connect with them, who they are, where to find them, and all of that. And then you will now be knowing based on what you're selling and who you're selling to. It will help you know the platform that best fits for you. Now, when I say what you're selling, some people will say, I'm not selling Akara now. I'm not selling phone. I'm not selling anything. You're first selling yourself. If you're looking for a job as an accountant, as anything, you are first selling yourself. So when I tell people go and learn digital skills, they think, what am I using digital skills? I'm not selling anything. No, you don't have to sell anything. First, you're first selling yourself. You're positioning yourself online. If you're looking for a job, you're selling yourself. If you're looking for people to do anything for you, you're selling that yourself or your idea. And so the first thing they're looking at is who you are or who they can mirror you to be. So what is the perception they have about you? That's the power of the online media. So I was discussing with the team yesterday at a non-governmental organization. I said, you teach all the girls in this street how to make creams or how to make hats or how to make soaps. Now, who is going to buy the soaps when everybody in the church, everybody in the community is doing soap? Meanwhile, there's a community somewhere where all the people living there, they are so busy that they can't make soaps. They need to buy them. The only thing that can connect those people that are teaching how to make soap and the people that need soap is the online media. Is your phone, is your laptop. So you might not be selling products, but if you're selling products, this is for you. And if you're not selling products, you're selling yourself. You're selling your idea. You're looking for opportunities. It's online. Most people have gone global. Their lives have changed radically through the online space. So the online space is not just about going there and commenting on everything happening or what is not happening and being distracted. No, you can wield it for, ensure you're muted. You can wield it for your own personal gain and development. Sorry, let me quickly take the questions here before they go too far. Can I make do with my own email now? No, create a new email, Mukhtar, and submit your assignments. However, continue with your old email for the lessons. Please, for your introduction, someone's asking regarding the assignment, must I write something long? No, it doesn't have to be something long, but sell yourself, write something good. If long is good, fine. If short is good, fine. Write something good. We are paying attention. We are monitoring you. That's it. That's the first impression we have of you. So please do it well. I follow the step created. I followed the steps. I followed the step, created my email, but it was rejected. Chijundu, what was the error? What was the error? Please send us a mail to let us know what made it rejected. Was it the name was taken or what? Let us know. Can I change the email I'm using to an? No, you can't change it. You have to create a new one. Thank you for all you do. My question concerning the exceptional participants that you plan to grant training, do you have to support those abroad that also need similar support to earn from this training? Yes. We have participants. I know in this bootcamp, we have participants from South Africa, from the UK, from the US, Yes. So now where we recruit digital talents for clients around the world. So your location does not matter. We're not particular about where you are. What we need is your time, your availability. So yes, it's open to any and everyone that qualifies. So we're not, in fact, the co-founder for the Techie Train is actually in the US. And she was actually she was among the first participants of the boot camp we had early last year. So yes. Let me see. Are we still going to be using the email created throughout the class of the program? No, you can continue using your normal mail. You don't have to change it to the new one. But by the end of the training, when you've understood all that with the message, because this is just you're just putting your feet in the water. So as you go further and you go deeper, you get clarity on so many areas, then you can decide to actually what they call it, modify what you need to modify, right? So that's actually works. So you can continue with what you have. Please, what's the difference between social media management and social media consultancy? Which is above the other? If the none is above the other. So social media management, did you take the lessons at all? I think it's there. I told you that there are different names for it. So when you're a consultant, most times, most consultants do not have hands-on experience. So I do consultancy for some people. I come to your brand, I do your online media audit. I'm able to tell you this is where you are, and this is what you're doing right, or this is what you're doing wrong. And I'm able to tell you this is a strategy to get you from where you are to where you want to be. And I give you the plan, and you can now decide to go and look for somebody to implement it, who is the manager. So to help you better, just go and Google who is a consultant and who is a manager, right? So a consultant is not usually there, can come in, come out, gives an overview, but a manager is hands-on. So a manager can also be a consultant, but a consultant is just a consultant. They might know how to manage you, but they don't want to consult. Which is above the other. It just depends on your niche and your clients. If you become very good in managing social media, then becoming a consultant becomes easy, and you can earn from the both. Why not? Or you can decide to sit at the consultancy firm, consultancy area, and you're able to hire the right hand for the organization. So, to me, I feel it depends on where you are. Please, which assignments are they talking about? The one that we have already submitted. Maybe you have submitted. There's just one assignment so far for week 1. Read on your profile that you have worked in real estate. Would like to ask, what is the best way to utilize digital manager to generate leads, be in the face of prospects and make more sales, having difficulty with internet connectivity? Okay, who's this? Yemi, if I'm not mistaken. Yemi, you might need to wait till the end of the bootcamp. We're just starting. We have not even gone into the platforms and strategies and all of those things. So you might want to save this question for maybe the last week, please, so that if I tell you anything now, you might be sounding like jargons in your ears. Maybe not to your ears. You might not be new, but to others here, they might be a little bit confused. I don't want that. Sunday, you submitted the assignment this morning. We'll reply, don't worry. We'll reply everyone that submits before the deadline. So don't worry, I'll reply you. Just give us some time. They're quite a number, so we're taking it one at a time. Okay, keep your questions coming. I'm here for you. This is week 1. And so we need you to be clear first. Be sure, because week 2 is very intensive. And so if you're not, if you lack clarity in week 1, you might not be able to sustain week 2, and we don't want you to have that. So that's why I'm taking my time to answer your questions and take you through the process. So like I was saying, that's going to be week 2. Week 2 is going to be very practical, very hands-on. How will I know my client? Who is your client? Why are you talking about your client? Oh, you're talking about how will I know are you talking about the customers you have? Don't worry, I already explained that it's detailed. If you go through your handbook, you see the lessons, you're going to be understanding customer persona. Under customer persona, you will know who your customers are, where to find them, the kind of questions to ask, and how to actually sell to them. You're going to learn all of that. Don't worry. Just be patient, right? Week 2, you're going to have practical access to the platforms. Week 3, a little bit more of theory and then knowing all of those things. And we're also going to be talking about consultancy, pre-consultation, during consultation, and post-consultation. We're going to be looking at strategy plan. In week 4, you're going to be looking at email marketing, you're going to be looking at websites, you're going to be looking at sales funnel. You know what a sales funnel is? Basically detailing your journey from when your customer comes into your business or knows about you to when they exit, what to do, how to do that. Right? That's those are the things you're going to be seeing. So don't worry, it's very comprehensive, and this is the easiest. So don't be in a hurry. I know most of you have finished your lessons and you're thinking, there's nothing next. Don't worry. Week 2 is very loaded. So you'll have a lot to do in week 2. Okay. Okay, more questions. Let me look at the time. Thank you so much for this heartwarming and intensive self-paced learning. I have an email address with my surname and year of birth. It's not professional, please. I also have an address, Francis Odema. Please use Francis Odema for the assignments, right? The first one is a no. Thank you, Francis. Good evening. Please, how can I attach my email signature? We already talked, check the tutorial again, it's there on email signature. What I'll do is maybe I'll just quickly do a mini tutorial using your phone, how to set up the signature using your phone. Because most of you, I think the explanation Mariam gave was still not clear. So we'll just try to do another tutorial so you can get it for those using their phones. Please, how can I add a signature to my email account using my Android phone? Okay, I think I'm getting that question a lot. So we'll do a tutorial on that. Yunusa, you have to create another one. What's the meaning of 911? Please create another one. Thank you. Will the quizzes allow retakes if you didn't perform well? Don't retake the quiz. Oh, I put that in your mail. I said that several times. If you retake the quiz, it will nullify whatever it is. We won't see it. We won't know. We won't see any of your entries. So please just submit, and that's all. Why do you have so many platforms? No, they're just for tutorial purposes. Jessel Consult is not my platform. It's just for tutorial. It's just for tutorial. You're on this brand as the Techie Train. Yes, we have different brands, and you're here as a Techie Train. So just ignore the names. The thing is, different tutorial. For example, when we are doing Facebook tutorial, when you're watching a Facebook tutorial, we're not even going to be using Jessel's Consult. We're going to be using another brand altogether. So just ignore the brand that is being used and focus on the instructions. Don't worry about the names. Yes, I work with different brands, and I sit on the board of different brands. And I work with so many clients too, so don't worry. Can we use symbols while creating a new email? Symbols like period, like full stop, yes, you can, but any other symbol, no. I don't even think Gmail allows. I've told you, you don't have to use Google. You don't have to use Google. You can use AOL or Outlook. It's even safe, it's even beautiful. Like, you don't have to use Google, right, for your professional email. So 1 hour gone. Okay, so are we having, let me even ask you randomly, are you having value for your time? I hate wasting people's time. Do you think you're having value for your time? Is it valuable? Are you having value for your time? Can we see access more? Yes. Week 1 lessons after the end of week 1. Yes, you can access, you'll be accessing all the lessons as once we open it up to you, you have access for the next 3 months. Yes. Please, Ma, about the quiz, I will take my test before you send us instructions. Hassan, I don't know. When we check, most likely we might not see it, but I don't know. I'll check. So I hope you guys are getting value from this coaching call. Don't worry, we'll be wrapping up in a bit. And I need to remind you guys, this course at a discounted rate is $65. I say discounted rate because it's about 200,000 naira. But at a discounted rate is $65. However, most of you actually got access to the discounted fee, and most, like 90% of those here, were sponsored by the Benga Hashim Foundation. We are very grateful. He's someone that is very passionate about the technology space and empowering young people with technology skills. Technology changed my life. I have a background in biomedical science from the University College Hospital Ibadan. I trained in UCH, UI. I think some of you are from Ibadan here. Yes, and I practiced as a scientist before I transitioned into tech. The beautiful thing about tech, if I start enumerating them, there are just so many. I get to work from home. I get to have my time. I get to work with people from everywhere. And it gives you a unique experience. It also gives you greatest UI. It also gives you a level playing ground. The beautiful thing about tech is most times, most of my clients never get to see my face. They are more interested in the work I have done. In week 3, you're going to be seeing how to create your portfolio. So in tech, everybody wants to see, give me results. What's your results? They're not interested in, I can't remember when last I was asked for my CV. That's the beautiful thing about tech. CV is good, it's there. I had some, sorry. Oh my God, stop unmuting yourself, please, unless I ask you to use the chat box. Yeah. Medicine is fine. I love medicine and I still do a little bit in telemedicine. That's still technology in medicine. But technology gives you a level playing ground. I've also done buying and selling. I exported braided wigs for over a year. Number one seller on Etsy. Etsy is like Amazon, particularly in North America, but globally. And 95% of my clients, I never met them. I never knew them. Italy, US, Australia, South Africa, everywhere. They were buying my braided wigs, and I was here in Nigeria. That's the power of technology. That's the power of the online media. The online media gives you a level playing ground. So for me, I feel that it's a two-edged sword. So if you know how to maximize it well, you're going to get so much out of it. Sorry, I'm seeing someone who unmuted his or herself. I'm trying to mute the person, right? Yeah, so you will get so much out of it. It's just like it's in your hands. It's just like an open. I'm sorry, my internet just cut me off. It just tripped off. Sorry about that. So I was explaining that just like chewing gum, I wanted to say gum. Who's not muted? Please mute yourself. I wanted to say gum, but some people might not understand gum. So you can turn it into a mold. You can mold it. You can fold it. You can turn it into whatever you like. That's what technology is for you. And the question I think most of you are asking is, can I make so much money on the online media space? Absolutely, absolutely. However, in whatever you're doing, learn it and learn it very well. Learn it and learn it very well. The beautiful thing about the Techie Train Bootcamp, which is different and unique from what others are offering is that we don't just teach you the skills, we teach them in a practical manner. And then we also teach you how to sell yourself. We teach you how to sell yourself, and we hold your hands to actually get your job, at least your first job. But it's important that you do it well. We don't recommend people that have not done well. We don't recommend people that we might not be proud of. We'll just keep encouraging you to to keep studying, to get better, and all of that. And sorry, once you get better, you would definitely recommend you, because every day opportunities arise. Every day people write us, I need to so and so, I need to so and so, I need to so and so. So people always write us. So definitely we will recommend you. Did I miss any question? Can we use business email to submit an assignment? Yes. How do you get to know that certain person is the one sending? That's why your email signature is important. Put your name there. Even if you're using the business email, your business email should have an email signature, which should be the name of the person behind the account. You can always change that. Yeah, sorry, I lost my internet for a bit. Okay. Okay, so that's it. So do we have any other questions before we wrap it up for tonight? Tonight, I needed us to get the best footing. In week 2, we're going to be having, next week, we're going to be having the amazing Amber. And trust me, she's fire. She's fire. And then we're going to be giving you access to week 2, but we're also going to give you access to the coaching calls that, the coaching calls from the June Tech Up girls. Oh my God, those coaching calls were amazing. We had a mind reset, and we had a mind reset and goal setting class. We had how to going global with your digital skills with, trust me, if you watch that one, Mr. Ekunda, you will laugh. He showed us accounts. He's managing Aliko Dangote's account, like those kind of people. Like he not just say, like he showed us on his phone. Those are the kind of people he works with, you know. He studied in Harvard. Yeah, digital marketing in Harvard. So you're going to enjoy his class. It was very nice. We didn't even want to leave. And then you're going to be having the co-founder of Tech for Dev. He actually spoke on technology skills, and he even gave us an offer. So we're actually going to be pitching exceptional students to them. They are recruiting. So if you're exceptional, they will hire you for internship, but their internship is paid. So if I were you, I'll pay attention. I'll do it very well. So in week 2, we're going to be giving access to all those lessons, all those videos, as well as the practical. That's why I say it's very intensive. Then here for your own coaching call next week, Friday, we're going to be having Amber. And then the other one, just don't worry, we're well prepared for you. Just know that this week one was just, you know, when you just have a newborn baby, you're trying to pamper the baby, you're just trying to get them on board, make sure everybody is well seated and comfortable and all. That was what week 1 was about. Week 2 is intensive, and I appeal to you, create that 2 to 3 hours daily for it. If not, you just lag behind. Can I provide internship to people outside the country? Absolutely, yes, 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 I can. If you do well, absolutely, yes. Yes, so we do. We do. We even have, it depends on how good you are. We have clients that we, Gmom, mute yourself. I'm trying to mute you. I don't know why I'm unable to mute you. I don't know why I'm unable to mute her. Okay. So yes, what just happened? Okay. Jimo, please mute yourself. Why can't I mute her? Okay. So yes, we can provide internship for you if you're outside the country. I want to take these questions and then that'll be it for tonight. Should we be expecting training or courses in the following areas? How to effectively carry out training for my clients? No. Tools and skills, platforms required for the training? No. How to develop training manuals for your much? No. Pitfalls to avoid? No. How to enter negotiations with clients? Yes. How to set pricing for products, goods, and services? Yes. Now, and I did not include it in the lecture note. So it's going to be discussed in week 4 coaching call, and it's intentional. And in that week 4 coaching call, we do not record the replay. So if you're not present, you're your own. So yes, we'll discuss pricing. Legal terms involved. Yes, we won't give you a contract template to help you work with your clients. But training, no, you can actually modify whatever we have. If you want to do training, you might need to pay us one-on-one to learn that. It's not covered in this. Friend Mitch is here and I'm still stuck. Oh, my story is a long word, don't worry. As time goes, niches, yes, you learn about niches. You learn about identifying your niche. Can you provide international? Yes, I can. For those outside the country, yes. Can you wait through it? Can't wait to explore, okay, yes. Yeah. Your answer to the difference between social media managers, okay. So social media manager and social media consultant is not clear enough. Really, Gabriel, kindly go to Google and Google what's the difference between a consultant and a manager is. Just do that. And when you do that, type it in the group and let me know. Then just put social media in front of whatever you find. What about training on Google Ads, Facebook ads? Yes, Google ads, yes, Facebook ads, yes, LinkedIn ads, yes, you're going to be learning this training. How do we determine and identify the best niche to work with? The best niche, we're going to actually be discussing this in week 3, but the best niche has a lot to do with you, your strengths, your location, and your area of interest, right? Your strengths, your location, and your area of interest. There's a lot that determines your niche. And you also have to be sure that your niche is profitable. You need to be sure that your niche is actually profitable. So there are a lot of factors to it, and you're going to learn that in week 3. So that's it, people. Thank you for coming on board tonight. Tomorrow we're going to be having the WhatsApp call. Yeah, it's not a call, WhatsApp chats. And we're going to be answering so many questions and sending so many screenshots and videos and PDFs that you'll find very helpful. And we are also going to be sharing the tutorial on how to set up your email signature using your phone, that tomorrow. And so many little gray areas that I realize that people are still having confusion about. So that's what we're going to address in the WhatsApp call. That's what the WhatsApp call is for, and you can answer. Gabriel, attendance, don't worry, we have the attendance. This call is recorded as well as all the attendees. So we have your attendance already. So we're not going to give you any forms, so people will go and forge in their names. No, we've seen those that are present. So thank you for coming. Thank you, The Lion. Thank you, Adekoye, Halima, David, Musa, Ibrahim, Hassan, Adana, Sunday, Tukor, Enoch, David, Elias, Hadiat, Opemi, Toby, Biola, Ibube, Oluwafemi, Tola, Naomi, Chibudu, Abubakar, Halatari, Mukhtar, and who else am I not calling? Okay. Mayowa, Eze, Joh. Yes, Joh is here also. If we should to say thank you. Binta, Leke, Ufoma, Charity, and so many of you. I can't mention all of you, but really, so thank you guys for coming on board. Thank you to the Benga Hashim Foundation. Bless Norefi. Yes, there's so many. I wish I can call everybody, but Zoom is moving the names left and right. So I don't know who I've called and who I've not called. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have over 100 in class, and not everybody is here, which is absolutely fine. So when we now ask questions next week that we discussed in the class here, what's the difference between social media manager and social media consultants? I'm going to add it to the question of next week. I've given you expo now, because one of you are asking, so I'm going to add it. So those are in class that will pass it. So thank you so much. Thank you. And have an amazing night rest. Be ready for week 2. Bye. You can leave now.